it's Mombie here, and I'm playing a new game. It's mostly just a spotlight type thing, but I really like this game, and I wanted to play it for you guys. This is a very hard game, in my opinion. I've never beat it. I mean, it's mostly an experience type game, like the crazy stories you can get out of this. Lots of things you gotta worry about. So here's how the game starts. You have to pick abilities for your person. So basically, like, do you want to play ranged character, melee, blah blah blah. I'm gonna pick the best one for me, just for a good start. So I'm gonna take medic, and is this the one I want? I think that's the one I want. Anyway, I want that one because guns aren't as common, so I'm gonna take that one. Botany is very useful, but I don't know if I want to keep that one. So this one basically means if I come across medicine or whatever, well, you can read it right there. Improved healing rate via procedure training and sterilizing techniques, more detailed stat bars on condition screen, and also if I come across medicine out in the field, then I'll get it. This is obviously better hand-to-hand combat, and this one means I get to know what herbs and stuff are around. So when it comes up, I'll show you. This one's really great. I don't know if I want to get it though, because there's so many great stuff, like all of these great themes. I just go like this one, and then is it mechanic that I want, or is it electrician that I want? I don't know. I have -1. Mechanic will make it -4. Electrician, I can't remember. I think it's electrician that I want. So, and I will pick this one. Makes it so I have to eat more. Confirm. Good enough. So, it's a text-based type thing, obviously. I don't hear any sounds though. Do I just not have sounds on? Main menu, options. No, I didn't. It's on. I just don't hear anything. Oh, that's why it was muted. Way to go, me. Let's resume. I should probably start over, but I'm not going to, because you know what? Fuck that. You wake up disoriented, slumped over the base of an empty cryosleep pod, still damp from the cryofluid. The thick dust from the floor clings to your skin, leaving a clean spot on the ground where a large O5 is painted. Across the room there is an open door to the hallway and a broken window leading outside. Just as you gather your wits, an unearthly scream erupts from down the hall beyond the doorway. Something is coming. Fast. So I have to decide what the hell to do. I can use my knowledge of plants to get away. I could fight it. I could rig the door to stay shut. Or emergency dump another stasis tank. I am going to be stupid and fight it. Why the fuck not? Here we go. You instinctively drop to a defensive stance as it bursts into the room. The beast stands on its hind legs like a man and has the appearance of a ragged predatory dog. It looks right at you and shrieks with a sound that freezes your blood. Despite your fear, you put up a pretty good fight. You move like you've done this before and avoid most of his lunges. You even manage to deliver a blow that sends the beast reeling in a haze. Taking advantage of his distraction, you knock him to the ground and deliver a fatal blow with your knee. Though wounded, at least you're alive. See, I got scratched. With a rush of adrenaline fading, you turn your attention back to this strange room. You should probably finish up here, in case there are more of those things. Okay, so here's me. I'm wearing a hospital gown and this mysterious talisman. I'm also hospital wrist strap labeled Philip Kindred. So our name is Philip. We're barefoot, and so close. Oh, confirm. Okay, there we go. Here's back in the room. We killed the doggy. Search the console for records. You check the console for any patient info and come across 3 records. Tank number 1, Anton Blubber. Whatever, who cares? I have no data. I was committed here in the future 2019, September 15th. And there's also Lloyd bank check. Okay. I think those are two of the people I could have dumped, maybe. Who knows? And now we climb out the window. You decide to go outside and see if you can figure out where you are. Avoiding the broken glass, you step onto the sill and outside. Rustling some plants that have grown wild in the area. It's cool outside and damp, probably morning. The distant report of a gun catches your attention. You cock your head listening, but it's over as quickly as it started. Obviously, you're not alone out here. Though that doesn't necessarily comfort you. You're in a parking lot of something cryo facility. Everything looks disused and in disrepair. Plants have pushed their way through the pavement and over the facility. Worst of all, nothing looks familiar. You don't even remember this place. Oh, you don't remember this place or even who you are. Your frustration mounts, but you catch it and put it in check. Might as well take a look around. So here's the basic playing screen. It's the map. It's dark out, I think. Yeah, it's dawn, so you don't really get to see very far. And here's where we are. I am going to click on it. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, though. I want... Oh, here it is. I want to scavenge. We're going to scavenge the facility we just came from. Use medic. And so when we loot, we'll get lots of loot, be pretty safe and pretty sneaky. Okay. Confirm. Okay, I don't... Oh, okay, that's... Oh, okay. Then we're going to open the camp screen, and we found a first aid kit. No, I want this one? Yeah. I'm going to put that in my hand. Why can I not put that in my hand? There we go. Now we're going to go to our medical screen. I'm used to everything being over here, but I made it full screen for the video, so they shoved it over here for some damn reason. And take some bandages. No, I want to put them on my cuts. Oh, that's just bruising and pain. So over here it shows we're in pain, we're cold, we're unburdened. So the main reason I fought this dog man is because I know I can craft stuff. Where is my damn crafting screen? Right here. I got trapping, so I can do this. Oh no. Maybe I did the wrong thing? Oh no. This shows us all of the stuff we can make. I thought I could get his skin and make a... I guess not. Or maybe it's... I need to do this. Yes, there we go. I figured it out. Okay. Who cares about the meat? I don't. Not really. But now we have this thick bear coat, which means we are warmer. It will help us from not freezing to death on our first day, which has actually happened to me quite a lot. No, I didn't mean to do that. There we go, that's what I wanted. Looking at the condition, because I think I'm going to take that one with me. It can be used as a weapon itself, but then also later it can be used as something else. Okay. Let's empty out our bottles so we don't have to take out all of them. Oh, we got some good painkillers. Those are some nice ones. And we got some antibiotics. So we don't need to carry off all these bottles. Nope. God damn it. There we go. Right. The birdies are singing. Okay. If I wanted to, I could probably cook up this meat. But for now, we're just... Okay. Now that that's over with and we have 1.5 million videos to compile together now. Main map. So the chest means that there's stuff just sitting out, and then magnifying glass means we can search. I'm going to go search over here because As you approach the town, there is no sign of activity. Buildings stand in ruins. Vehicles are overturned and blackened with fire. Explosion marks radiate outward from walls and pavement. In the distance, strange-looking creatures circle the sky, like monstrous, leathery vultures. The world has drastically changed from what you knew. Some sort of cataclysm has befallen Earth, returning mankind to the Dark Ages. And along with it, your hopes of finding a warm meal and some answers. You decide to look around and scavenge what you can from the ruins. So yeah, it's a post-apocalyptic game. I kind of should have said that. Oh no, oh, those are my tracks. Okay. So we have storage shed, house, a lock shed, and then another house. We'll go to the house. We're not going to find very much or be very sneaky about. Oh, we found a lot of whole stuff. So now we go to our items screen. We found a laptop that's turned off. Oh, some pants or shorts. Pants have more durability. Oh. There we go. And it also has some room for us to carry stuff. Okay, 44 and put the shard in there. Do this. Switch out. Oops. Can I put this as my back? Yeah. So there we go. Because I want to have at least one hand open for a weapon. I have no idea how long I'm recording now because I messed it all up. I'm going to put this back in our hand. We'll get a flip-flop. Cover at least 1 foot. You know, it's how we do. Okay. So now we're going to go... That's not what I wanted at all. Okay, storage shed. We'll go through a storage shed. Confirm. Yes, this is perfect. You can wear this on your back. Somewhere. There we go. So, oh, and I got a revolver. What the shit? I've never gotten a revolver this soon. Okay, this is just a great run through for a video, so I'm not gonna complain. Okay, now we're gonna close that. We got an ender turn. Oh shit. Oh shit. No, I want to hide. We'll search. I don't understand. I'm supposed to be taking cover, I thought. Oh, crap. Raise your weapon and threaten to use it. And he charged at me, so I will blast away at his face. Did I kill him? Yeah. I shot his chest, and he died due to acute bleeding in his lungs. Well, guy, I tried to warn you. That's not it. I keep hitting escape to go to a different window, but that's not what I want. I want to open up... What do I want to open up? This one. Ooh, cargo pants are very nice. Empty out. Empty out. I'm going to take this can and I'm going to actually, god damn it, combine my string and put it in it like the other guy had and throw it in my pants. Yeah. Stop taking off your clothes, guy. I don't want to see you strip anymore, okay? Some candy. Some bullets. These fit. No. I'll just carry them around, I guess. Oh, I only have like one more shot left in this. Oh well. This I can use as a weapon. Now back to what I was gonna do. Tab. Yeah. So now we're gonna scavenge again. So lock storage shed. Before we couldn't get into it, but now we can force our way in because of that. Keep an eye out for traps. That's a great idea. You found something. View received items. What did I get? I got a shirt. Let's wear a shirt. Stay warm. See? Now we're comfortable. Shorts, or pants. I don't know. This has more room in them. That's fine. We're fine for now. Let's put in a clean rag. Ooh, cigarette lighter. That's very nice. I'll take both of them. And we have one more place left to search through. Pretty sure this makes me get more loot, but then it drops its durability down. That's okay. There we go. Let's see what we got this time. Yeah, I'm not going to carry that around. I'm not going to find a rifle. Watch, I do now. I got another shoe. These ones will be like, oh, you're uncomfortable, and get blisters, and these ones will fall off randomly. But I'll keep these ones because of things and stuff. Okay. Let's empty out. Put them in. String's just good to have. So is a lot of other stuff, but I think we're good here now. Let's just bury you because I don't want to keep seeing your face. Shouldn't have attacked me. So yeah, it's a post-apocalyptic game, survival game. I really like this one. As I've said, can I clear my hide tracks? There you go. And turn. I should probably rest and heal. That's fine. See, now these ones are more dangerous to go through. Like, they're destroyed, so you're going to go through it, you're more likely to get hurt. So I'm going to go through an office tower because it's not so destroyed. And bring my lighters with me so I'm safer. Well, fine. Let's go through the apartment building, do the same thing. I got lots of stuff. Oops. Ooh, look at that. Or a shoe. I'm looking at my hoodie. Okay, that one's still better. Oh, some water. That's great. I'm going to take the empty bottle too. Same with this multi-tool. Wow. I'm getting like all of the best stuff here, guys. Oh, sorry for that sniffle. I am unfortunately getting sick because I have a toddler and a preschooler, and unfortunately that comes with the territory of being sick all the time. We're gonna grab this one, and this improper footwear, it will say, but it's better for my foot, I think, in my opinion. Anyway, we're fine. Okay. Now, tab. Do we have? Yeah, I'm not gonna search through all that. That's probably also a pile of rubble that was once a city, right there. So we're gonna go north because I do remember some of this game, and I know that there's a place up north that will be fun. That's my goal for this episode, is to get there. Oh, a doggy. What's in here? We have an abandoned building, storage shed. Okay, we'll have a lot to go through here. what does that keep doing? Oh, whatever. Okay. Oh, this is brilliant. I love this. We can use this to make a shelter outside, so that's why I took it. So what's in here? What's in here? I'm not gonna take that. Oh, we want this though. Can I sort stuff? I thought I could. Yeah, right there. There we go. We got it. We got it. There we go. I'm going to start that. We still have room for stuff. Okay, so tab. E. Well, we got the proper shoe. I'm going to put on an actual shoe instead of be mismatched. Cue the scary music, right? Oh, we have dirty rags. I'm dancing. You guys can't see it, but I'm dancing. Dirty rags. Dirty rags, why can't I? I guess they only stacked to 10. Okay, what am I trying to put in here? Dirty rags. Okay. How are my wounds doing? Minor bruising. Minor cut. Okay, still hurting. Dog nearby me, I think. It's okay. Oh, I want... Why is there so many good things? This is not fair. Not fair at all. It's not fair. Oh, shut up. Oh my goodness. Alright, I forgot to do that. Or that you can do that. Let's see. What can I realistically get rid of so that I can carry this saucepan? Well, the struggle is real. Oh my goodness. Oh, I feel so horrible saying it like that. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna carry the dirty ones. Put that there. Then I can put a flashlight. Yeah, what is... Oh my goodness. Okay, I think this will help for searching and places. Okay. Northward we go. Or wait, no, there's still something we can... Oh, I still can't use... What? Why not? Whatever. Okay, enter. There's so much around here. What? This is so unfair. Mm. Wow. As you pick your way through overgrown ruins, a peculiar sound becomes briefly audible. I cannot talk. It disappears but picks up again in a moment, as if carried by air currents. It's a distant humming, like small gas engines out of a place of stillness of an empty forest and abandoned buildings. There we go. Zoms. That's where I'm going. This is our end goal for this episode, so after this it'll be the end of the... Yeah. Anyway, as the source of the distant sounds finally comes into view, you stop in your tracks. Unsure whether it's safe to continue ahead, you see a titanic warehouse, like one of those distribution centers from before the apocalypse. There is a dull roar of ethanol generators combined with the occasional rev of unsuppressed exhaust from off-road vehicles. Take a breath. Figures seem to be milling around on a low extension on the right, and an occasional ATV arrives or departs without fanfare. You don't think you've been spotted yet. This is far out. With all the activity, it's hard to tell. We're going to approach. You cautiously approach the warehouse, noting the bright sign reading Zoms, a place to eat. The sign hangs over a giant garage door, which is fenced off behind tarp and barbed wire. Bright lights, welding arcs, and peculiar shadows can be seen in the fenced area, and a din of rowdy chatter echoes from within the building. A semi-trailer attaches to one of the loading bays, acts as a makeshift gate and headway into the warehouse. Ragged-looking figures line up outside the trailer, watched over by armed mercenaries. It looks like a club more than anything else, except for the tarp area. Just then your stomach sinks when you realize there's a truck on the other side, offloading prisoners or slaves of some sort. Fighting back panic, you reason that showing fear might mark you as a target, and try not to break your stride. Mercifully, no one seems to care. We're going to approach the line. While in line, you feel a flutter of anxiety each time the line advances. With each step, you try to catch a glance of what's through the doorway in the trailer, but you still can't tell. Most of the people in line are ragtag-looking, wearing mismatched clothes and stinking of sweat. Some confused, others bored. Their guards are better groomed by comparison, though you suspect they'd just as soon murder you for your clothes if they weren't being paid. Up a few wooden plank steps, you step inside the semi-trailer, and hollow sounds of a crowd echoes down the narrow corridor from the warehouse. To your right is a clipboard and mesh booth, where an attendant is collecting fees and weapons and stamping people before they walk down the trailer into the warehouse. Stock or spectator, the attendant drones, looking disinterestedly past you. Spectator, stock, we're gonna go, huh? Never mind, she exhales, stamping your hand with a symbol and number, and nods to another grizzly merc, who checks you for weapons. You receive a chit, for your confiscated items, and are ushered down the trailer. You hear the man behind you answer spectator to the attendant before passing into a wall of sound inside the warehouse proper. Inside, it's one part super club, one part gladiator pit. A wall of sound assaults your ears as you cross the threshold. Part human cacophony, part generator, exhaust, mostly frantic industry music. No. And the smell of food and smoke. You can't hear it over the noise, but you can feel your stomach rumble at the smell of sweet barbecue. The cavernous warehouse is dominated by a dirt-floored arena and high mesh walls. Spectators ring... Oh my god, my throat's all... don't talk. Spectators ring the pit on three sides, the fourth reserved for a large garage door leading outside to a tarp-fenced courtyard. Beyond the door, you catch the flash of welding arcs where it appears scrapyard robots are being prepped. And opposite the garage door, the thing you really care about right now, a wide booth with grills spewing sweet and spicy smoke into the rafters above. People clamor to get at it and walk away with their prize smeared over hands and lips alike. Barbecue. You wade through oh my god, so much to read. I forgot. That's okay. We'll get through it, guys. We'll get through it together. You wade through dirty patrons, intent on manhandling some ribs or beans and rice or whatever it is they've got cooking over there. Who knows how long you've been in cryo? How long has it been since you've had a hot meal? Pressing your way through this final wall of hungry patrons, you get an elbow on the counter and desperately try to make eye contact with one of the servers. A few eternal minutes later, one of the apron-clad food slingers glances at you, and you nod like an excited dog. He reaches into a smoker box, withdraws a loaded skewer, and places it in your hand. Sweet, succulent barbecue. Savoring it at first, you start to grow paranoid that it'll be snatched away from your hands, and you bear down onto it with renewed fervor, huddling it with it against your lips as you absently walk away from the grill. This meat, it's like good, fully developed veal, not young but not yet beef. Yes, very definitely like that, and not like any other meat you've tasted. In fact, so much so that you think no person with a palate of ordinary normal sensitivity could distinguish it from veal. It is mild, good meat, and no other sharply defined or highly characteristic taste as such as, for instance, goat, high game, and pork have. The steak is slightly tougher than prime veal and a little stringy, but not too tough or stringy to be agreeably edible. The roast is tender in color, texture, smell, as well as taste, strengthens your certainty that all of the meats you habitually know, veal is the one meat that this meat is accurately comparable. Just then, an announcer pipes up. With the oscillating voice every strip club DJ seems to have, he starts hyping the crowd. Can you count, suckers? Oh, God. He shouts. Patrons start yelling back. I said, can you count? On cue, a testosterone-fueled wave of shouts comes from the floor. Raise those numbers, he calls with expectation, and everybody raises their fists in unison. The music changes, lights switch to UV, and numbers appear on all the stamped hands. Your heart starts to race as you realize what's happening. Looking around, everyone has a stamp, but most of them don't look like yours. Everyone has numbers, but it's clear now what the symbols are. Most patrons have silhouettes of vultures next to their numbers. You look down at your hand. Yours is a lamb. The announcer calls a number, a low number. You feel a bit nauseous, but also relieved. You raise your hand, nearby patrons looking suddenly, then quickly losing interest in it. A scream of protest erupts from the far side of the arena. Everyone nearby looks across, where a commotion is starting. A man is hoisted into the air like a crowd surfer at a concert and propelled to the arena gate. Patrons claw at the reminder of barbecue from his flailing hands, fighting over it like dogs. Guards wrangle the struggling man and toss him to the dirt floor through the arena as the gate is sealed behind him. The winner is filthy, weak, and confused-looking human. As he clambers to his feet, a clacking and squeaking sound crescendos from the opposite side of the arena. Cheers start erupting throughout the warehouse as the source of the noise rolls into the arena through the garage door. The bot is little more than a heavy treaded ring of barbed spikes. A haphazardly hung LED ticker sits atop its mast, flickering the words Morning Star, confirming your suspicions as to its nature. Oh my goodness, this is so much reading. I didn't realize how much reading it would be. Without pausing, the bot starts closing in on the human, who, to his credit, has given up rattling the gate and is now facing the more immediate danger. He starts circling left, leading the bots to one side of the pit, and dashes right as fast as he can, bypassing the bot. The move buys him a few seconds, as the bot spins in place on its treads, but he ends up in the same situation on the reverse side of the arena. This continues for a few laps, with the human visibly wearing down. Perhaps realizing his error, he switches tactics and leads the robot toward a support column and allows it to get close before ducking around behind it. The bot starts turning in place, but the tread gets hooked onto the pillar. For a moment, it appears to be stuck. You can sense a tingle of hope in the man, and he watches the robot rock to and fro for several seconds. However, the bot's rocking eventually frees it, and it turns to face him again. Crestfallen, the man returns to his original strategy of dodging the robot like a bullfighter, ever more slowly each pass. It doesn't take long for the robot to wear down its already weakened prey, and it scores its first hit, trampling his legs under tread. The man's cry of pain is lost in a wave of cheering from the crowd as the robot backs up. The man hardly has time to limp before it rams into him again, this time following through and impaling him against the wall. Drunk with bloodlust... Oh my goodness, that fucking scared me. That's my phone. Drunk with bloodlust, the crowd is now screaming as the robot backs away once more from the stumbling, bleeding man. The bot rams him into the wall one more time and backs away. This time the human stuck on its spikes. The crowd cries out in ecstasy, which eventually simmers down to a rabble as the arena surface... Oh my goodness, my mouth. I'm so sorry about that noise. As the arena service personnel removes entrails, your mouth agape, you suddenly feel a wave of nausea. You begin looking around panicked. Rub off the stamp, try to leave, see what happens next. Rub off the stamp. You start looking down at your hands, then glance at the crowd. Holding your hand low, you start rubbing the stamp, trying to remove the identifier. Word is, you've got a good medical plan. The voice startles you, amidst even the shouting crowd. You hear him find a young man with a old face. He looks to be of Asian descent, with hair like a mop, big aviator glasses, And an impossibly white fur coat. Tisk tish, you don't think they thought of that? He's visibly amused. Dude, lambs die in the pit, vultures watch. What do you think to the guys what do you think happens to the guys with no number? His hand starts circling his stomach in mock hunger. Barbecue, he laughs skittily. The guy may be insane. Then it occurs to you, and that nausea comes back. Dude, let's get out of here, he says. I don't want you puking on my coat. He turns away and starts weaving towards the garage door. Dizzy with sickness, you stumble after him, placing a hand on his shoulder for stability. No, 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 no. He quickly turns and removes your hand. Here. He hands something to a patron, says something to him, then places your hand on the patron's shoulder instead. The three of you walk your way towards the garage door. This exchange just keeps getting more bizarre. Arriving at the massive doorway, the patron removes your hand, collects his fee, and heads back into the crowd. You stare after him in confusion a moment, the nausea slowly abating, and you pivot back to your fur coat guy weakly. So, in case you didn't pick it up, we just ate human. And it's like a big gladiator barbecue place of humans, so that's a fun intro to the story, right? Out, out in the robot prep yard, mechanics are tending to their creations. Your companion stops along a tall robot reminiscent of a farm combine. You shudder to think what it does to humans with those bodies, but then something inside moves. Crawling out the feeder house behind the blade is a mechanic, who looks around and satisfied waves another out. The second one looks like one of the patrons, then a mechanic, starved and scared. The pair skulk along the fence line and disappear out of sight. Fur coat guy turns back to you with a proud yet dubious grin on his face. The stoat was pleased to make your acquaintance. Now about the medical plan. He suggestively taps at his wrist. About that trade. Oh, a counteroffer, Stoat says, stroking his chin. Okay, tell you what, he snaps into action. I got a thing. Some place that needs certain items liberated. He makes air quotes. You trade the bracelet, I'll let you in on the haul. Here's what's up. Holy cow, more talking. Camp Grayling, you heard of it, right? No. Big old military base somewhere in Michigan? No. Guess you have to be in certain circles. He flicks something invisible from his coat. All sorts of rumors about the place. The one thing that's sure is full of tech and no one to tinker with it. Meanwhile, he knocks the combine bot, producing a hollow ring. Sucks, right? Your part is simple, he says, placing a hand on your shoulder. Maybe you've seen a bot around here. Tall, tin fellow, 6 legs, mauling some guy? That's the one. Well, wherever he came from, there's got to be more. And if I'm doing this with farm machinery, imagine what I could do with old Spidey maulers. He pantomimes an explosion while puffing up his cheeks. But, Stoat waves a finger at nothing, I don't expect you to pilot these babies out of there. What I need you to do is get inside the base and bring back whatever you can find on them. Schematics, blueprints, test data, the more the better. Be warned, it's a death machine nest. Do you think these things are brutal? Stoat gestures around the prep yard. Drunken teenagers compared to trained assassins. In return, he says, scratching his chin, I'm thinking the power structure will be shifting a bit around here, and the new one will be of the IOU variety. He points at your chest. So, deal of a lifetime, dude. Okay. Nice, he laughs, extending a hand. You meet it with yours. Okay, like I said, it's a death machine nest. But I've got some goodies for that. Let's say an advance payment or a signing bonus. Either way. Step 1, he says, counting out with a finger, that bracelet. Still need me some cryo goodness after all. Just give him the info. Unsure whether you want to give up the strap yourself, or you self-consciously fidget with it a moment, then read it over once more. Instead, you decide to share the facility address and keep your name to yourself. Smart, he says, tapping the side of his head with his index finger. You're a smart dude. Tell you what, he says, unlatching a flight case near the combine bot. An array of electronic parts and gadgets fill the case. Scanning his hand across the range of parts, he selects once, then closes it again. Here, he said, hand you some sort of measuring device. It'll keep you healthy. Remember it when you get there. As for me, I may have to check in your fancy clinic soon. I think I'm coming down with a little something. He fakes a cough and clears his throat, grinning. Step 2, get inside. The goodish-baddish news is that your new toy will help, but you'll likely need to supplement with tricks of your own. Nobody's come back from there, though rumors has some protesters managed to embarrass the brass at Grayling back in the day. You'd probably have to rummage through some old newspaper stories to verify that, though. Anyway, here's step 2. Figure out how to get in. Step 3. Find schematics. Somewhere convenient for personnel to get to day and night. Step 4. Test data. Download off a control tower. Use this. He hands you a small flash drive. Plug and play. Easy. Step 5. Bring it all back to me. Got it? He looks over your shoulder. Oh, also, you'll probably want these back. You turn, see a familiar face from the front gate. He drops a lockbox with your checked items. You cast a glance back to Stowe. He shrugs. What? I can't do this alone. Your safest bet is to go along the fence where they want. He thumbs over his shoulder, indicating the route the mechanic and patron followed. Unless you're still hungry, he laughs, mocking a vomiting motion. See you around, dude, he calls over his shoulder, walking back to the warehouse. Stowe's friend waits as you gather your things from the lockbox. Better make sure you empty that locker while you have the chance. Once ready, you head along the fence and return to the wastelands towards a higher measure of normality. Holy cow, right? Empty out. Okay, so that is this game. A lot more reading than I had originally remembered, but that's fine. Where am I gonna put any of this crap? Anyway, if you like this video and this game and would like to see me continue playing it, let me know in the comments below. And until then, where do I even put this? I don't know, we'll figure out some place for it, I guess. And until then, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!